All right. Let's start with the usual stuff, and then we can talk about well, the balancer stuff and shadow potentially. So Shutter, any updates?
Hi everyone. So on Shutter, we actually were able to do a Gnosis keeper set transition. And we were able to add 2 keepers to the set. So we now have 8 Gnosis keepers that are actively participating in decryption key generation in comparison to 5 before. And we also identified and fixed a few issues with regards to some DKG messages and metrics. And we're also working on some Aragon tests to compute the inclusion rate for transactions, shutterized transactions.
You said you are checking with nanomines for them to like add a Prometheus endpoint or something like that, or?
No, we're just doing some tests on our end where we send transactions and we check if these transactions have been included. Since we have some new Aragon validators that were added, so we want to see how the inclusion rates improved.
Oh, okay, makes sense. Thank you. Mm-hmm. Testing.
Hi, regarding testing, during the last 2 weeks we have synced with upstream both Hive and EAST. And also regarding EAST, there is one important note. Ethereum guys has migrated all their tests from execution spec test repository to execution specs repository. So if we want to have new features or update existing tests, we will need to do the same. Yeah, that's pretty it from my side.
All right, thank you. Can you share the 2 repos or the migration that happened, like a GitHub commit or something like that, so that I can look it up?
Yeah. I will send to QA channel.
Perfect, thank you. In terms of client updates, nanomines?
Hi, not really too much in the way of updates on our side. We have a release out for Ethereum mainnet, but the next kind of major release will be after the Fusaka fork on Ethereum mainnet.
All right, Aragon?
No major updates either. We also released our Fusaka release and now are beginning to work on Glamsterdam.
All right, Gav?
Yeah, also not many updates. There was the Fusaka release that was made last week. I wanted to do the rebase, but didn't get around to do it. I will do it before I go to Buenos Aires. I had a question though regarding the shadow updates, and there's another question, but I guess I shouldn't be asking it in a public setting. Yeah. So do we have any plan on shadow, or can I make the release without the date?
Yeah, for Shadow, we don't have a date yet. So basically, to explain what's going on, we are rewriting, let's say, the history of Shadow because there was a bug in it that doesn't concern mainnet at all, just Shadow. And just to recover basically the network so that it stays in line with mainnet and does not need changes in the clients, we are basically rewriting the history. We are close to it. We basically got a first version done last week, but then with the balancer hack, we lost focus a bit, of course. And I think some things were missing in it, so we are redoing this and we are starting this today. So by end of this week, we should have rewritten Shadow without this Shadow-specific bug. And at that point, we will onboard all the validator pairs again. and then we will schedule the Fusaka hard fork. So yeah, we don't have a date quite yet, unfortunately.
And so, while still not wanting to share too many details, but the patches you sent me, are they for Shadow or are they
No,
for?
for mainnet.
Okay. And is there a description of the Shadow rewrite history thing? Because I don't think I have any of that.
No, not yet. This is something we're doing privately on one single node that owns basically a majority of all keys. Because it would, like, we are doing fast forward stuff, and it's a bit, I mean, we will share a report afterwards, but it's very funky stuff that should not be done normally. But
Yeah.
it doesn't, we are just basically YOLOing it, if that makes
Okay.
sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Which is why maybe we should have a second testnet.
Yes.
Yeah, anyway, okay, so my question is, are we going to make any Shadow related release or any fork until the end of DevConnect?
At this point, I feel like it's unrealistic to do this during DevConnect because everyone is going to be very, very busy. So I would say probably no.
Okay. I would still like to meet whoever is going to be at DevConnect to discuss that. That would be great.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Maybe not make
so Debjit, Lion, and myself will be at DevConnect. So yeah.
Okay, so we should meet. Yeah, okay. So I will make the release soon without any shadow thing or any potential extra patches, and I will save all those patches for 1.16.18. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, perfect. Sounds good. Wrath?
Yeah, no major updates on the client side, but Red Upstream has released 192, which contains the Fusaka release, and I have started work like upgrading.
Okay. Now, Fusaka, obviously, with what's been going on, is well, going to happen a bit later than on mainnet for once. So we're still waiting for Shadow to be hot forkable, so that should be soon. But yeah, with DevConnect, the timing is a bit problematic, let's say. So for now, no further news on Fusaka. Now, one sec.